This time on Bulletproof Tactical, we're going to review a very special firearm. This is the FN57, so continue watching. Engravings along the side of the disc. I'll give you guys my review on this. Alright, so FN57, let's go ahead and get started. This is a very interesting firearm. I'm happy to talk about it. So let's go ahead and do a safety check before we get started. There we go, firearm is clear, mag is clear. So let's go ahead and get started. So the FN57, the first thing you guys are going to notice, it's a really different looking firearm. The grip is really wide. That's obviously because of the type of round it uses, which I will show you guys in a minute. So the people that are not familiar with a 5.7, this is pretty much mostly polymer. You guys can see the frame is polymer. The slide even has a really thick coating of polymer, and underneath it you have the actual slide. So that's really good. As far as weight savings go, this is a full-size handgun, and the total weight comes down to 21 ounces. So it's a really lightweight firearm. That's one thing I like about it. You can carry a full-size firearm without feeling a big chunk of metal like a 1911 or maybe even a Glock 17, which is significantly heavier. So this is actually a really cool firearm. I owned one of these. It was actually the first firearm I ever purchased, was FN57. This one was sent to me by a viewer, so I appreciate the support. And let's go ahead and talk about some of the features. You guys can see the safety is a bit different on this firearm. Rather than having a thumb operated safety, we actually have it right here, which is unusual for a firearm. So once again, firearm's clear, and we could go ahead and show you. You can shoot. If it's on the safety position, you go to the red, it won't shoot. Okay, so different safety. I know a lot of people don't like this design. I actually thought it was really cool. Why? Because you can, you're getting ready to shoot and then you just drop it down. You know, I think it's really good. Sometimes the thumb safety, I don't know, I just got used to it. You know, I did a lot of shooting with this gun, and I obviously really enjoyed it. I find this safety mechanism actually really cool. We of course have a Picatinny rail right here for your flashlights and stuff like that. We do have suppressor high sights from factory, rear adjustable sight, so you could go ahead and adjust for windage and elevation. So that's a really cool feature. We do have a 20 round mag capacity. When you buy this from FN, you do get 3 magazines. So for a total of 60 rounds, if you were to carry all your mags, that is a high capacity magazine, and it's not extended. You guys can see if you carry it, the magazine is right on the edge of your fist. So it's not an extended mag, and you can carry 20 rounds. Let's go ahead and show you guys the rounds here. So this is what a 5.7 by 28 round looks. Let me compare it with a 9mm so you guys can get an idea. And that's the only thing I didn't like about the 5.7. Ammunition is so cool, but it's expensive and it's hard to come by. So if you're doing this as an everyday carry and you want to get some training, practice with your FN, it's gonna get pricey and you might not find ammunition every time. So that's what really bumped me out about the firearm. What makes it cool is also its weakness. The bullet was really hard to come by, and if you want to buy special ammunition, which you can, there's armor piercing rounds for this thing. They're really expensive and hard to come by. So you guys can see, you would actually load the mag similar to an AR. So it's a double stack, really easy. It's not like a 9mm that you have to shove it in and then it goes up. This one you just push it in like you would an AR-15 magazine. So That's really cool. So let me just clear the magazine so we can continue with this review. And I just wanted you guys to see the round. Really interesting little round, really fast shooting, low recoil round. So it does spit out a little fireball, a lot of firepower. And we do have a 4.8 inch barrel. So we do get enough velocity to where there's rumors that this could armor pierce through soft body armor. So we should do a ballistic test later in this channel with this firearm. I would love to do something like that. And overall length of the firearm is 8.2 inches. So once again, pretty long firearm. The height of it is 5.2 inches. And another thing I did not like about the firearm, so I'm talking about the good things. Here was the thing I didn't like about the firearm. If you have the magazine off, you have what is called the magazine disconnect, okay? So it doesn't allow you to actually fire the gun. You have to put the magazine in to be able to fire the gun. So that's something I didn't like. I was actually able to modify my previous FN57 and I actually disconnected the magazine disconnect feature. I was able to get away with it and actually shoot it without a magazine. So that could be another video if you guys request it. And let me see what else I can tell you about this firearm. As far as the price go, these things are not cheap. You're looking at least $1,200 starting price for these things. You could probably get lucky, get one used, probably get it for $1,000. But they're not too common and they're not cheap either. They've already came out with a new version of this, which actually comes with a different looking slide. They actually made the grip look a little different. They modernized it because if you ask me, this thing looks a little outdated. All right, another thing I want to explain to you guys about this firearm, another cool feature is this little bead right here that you guys can see. We're gonna do a quick demonstration. Anytime a round is in the chamber, there's no need to actually check. This bead will automatically pop out if there's a round in the chamber, as you see. So let's go ahead and pop that round out, and now you guys can see the bead is hidden. So if it's nighttime, if it's dark and you don't know if you're if you have a round in the chamber, it's as easy as just putting your thumb right here, feeling it. And I feel that's a really neat feature more firearm manufacturers should do. And here we have the slide lock. Nothing too crazy about the slide lock. Of course, it's also polymer. Once again, the safety levers are polymer. The mag release button, that one is actually metal and it's ambidextrous. You can flip it to the other side. It's ambidextrous, so that's pretty cool. Also, as you can see, the safety is ambidextrous, so that was well thought out. However, the slide lock is not ambidextrous, so if you're a lefty, you're still gonna have a hard time locking the slide back. Okay, they didn't do an ambidextrous slide lock, but everything else, the takedown lever is also on this side, so it's this little lever right here. Okay, let's see if I remember how to take this thing down. There we go. All right, not too difficult. You guys see, really easy to take apart and clean, and a great firearm. Just as you can see, this one has not been fired as much. It's nice and clean, still has the factory lube. So yeah. All right, so that's another thing I wanted to talk about, you know, how easy it is to take apart. And all right, there we go. All right, there it is, fully operational. So yeah, not hard to take apart. The one thing I don't like about this firearm also is it's really hard to get any aftermarket accessories for it. So if you want to, let's say, swap out your sights, put a red dot, with the new version, they actually made that easier. It comes with a you know, RMR cut and you can actually put an optic on it. But with this one, they do sell aftermarket slide covers where you can adapt an optic, but in my opinion, it just looks funny. The red dot stands way too tall. So anything, even triggers, any aftermarket accessory is hard and expensive to find. You know, it's not going to be something you can just go type it on the search bar and find hundreds of options. You're probably going to find 2 or 3 small manufacturers that do FM57 modifications, and that's it. So that's another thing to consider if you're looking to buy one of these firearms. Okay, so another interesting fact about the FM57 is when it first came out, it wasn't for civilian use. This was supposed to be for special operations and like a military, like a government firearm. Later FN brought it to the commercial market, and I'm glad they did. These are still not too commercial in my opinion. They're becoming a bit more popular ever since Ruger came out with their 5.7, and more firearm companies have been trying. I think they just came out with the MMP 5.7. So that's going to be an interesting review. If you guys like the caliber 5.7 by 28, I'm a fan. I'm sold. I love these things. If you guys want more reviews for these calibers, I'll be happy to do them. Just request it down below. Leave a comment. Also like the video. We are going to be doing some more firearm reviews, so if you guys are interested, don't forget to subscribe to Bulletproof Tactical, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.